Kendall, here's the next thing that we'll need to do is for each of the three triangles, we're going to collect measurements. We're going to calculate the area three different ways. And that's what the bottom part of this particular worksheet is for. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. Slide this back over here because this is the chart that I put together for this particular triangle. And what I did is I color-coded the base and the height and the base and the height in the table. And then the pink base and the pink height and the pink base and the pink height, and then the green base and the green height, the green base and the green height. And what you're going to do is you're going to measure each of those. I'm not going to do them all right now, but I'm just going to demonstrate, first of all, for the blue base, the base is the side of the triangle. So I'm going to measure that with my ruler. I'm going to do this in centimeters because I think that's easiest. And that looks like it's about 7.8 centimeters. So I'm going to come over here in the table, and for that base, I'm going to put 7.8 and then centimeters. And then I'm going to come around and measure the height. And the height goes from the side up to the vertex, and that looks to me like it's going to be about 5.4, 5.5 centimeters. I'll call it a 5.5 centimeters. And then what you're going to do is calculate the area. And so you'll take your calculator, and we'll take the 7.8 times the 5.5 and divide that by 2, because the triangle is base times height divided by 2. So that's 21.45. Now again, your color coding might be different, so your numbers might be on a different row, but that's perfectly okay. You're going to do that for the other three sides, the other two bases, the other two heights of the triangle also. Now one thing I want to call your attention to is in the third triangle. So I'm going to slide this up and look at this particular triangle, because when you measure, there's a couple things you need to be careful of here, particularly on the green and the pink parts. If we're going to measure the base is from the vertex to the vertex. That's not the issue. But when we measure the height, well, no, that is the issue. When you're measuring, you're just measuring the side of the triangle. You're not measuring this part outside of the triangle. So you're only going to measure from there to there for the base, and then from there to there for the height. And similarly for the pink, you're just going to measure what's the side of the triangle itself. You're not going to measure this dotted part that's outside, so that would be the base, and then you're going to measure the height over here. So now that you know what you're supposed to do, I'm going to stop the video and let you do that. So for each triangle, you're going to fill in the base and the height, measure the base and the height, and you're going to calculate the area. Measure the base and the height, calculate the area 3 times for each of the 3 triangles. I'm going to stop the video, give you a chance to do that, and then we'll show you the results.